Hey guys, here's Ladi, CXP IGT and MC, and I'm just making this short video to explain you a little bit about a concept called operational timeline and where it comes from, right? And in order for us to understand how our timeline works and how we run operations with it, first we need to look to our universities, right? Because in Isaac we work mainly with students, so we are students or finishing our course, so this is very important to understand. And then first we can take a look, you can come closer. Here we have the German University timeline. So this is an average based on researches and talking here also with MC Pips about how usually universities go. I know that we have technical universities in specific cases, but we should not go in very specific. So in general, here we have university starting in April, and then we have exams July, and then vacation goes July until September, October, and then mid of October around classes they come back, and then we have a small break here during December until the beginning of the year. So then in February we have exams, and then vacation after it until April again. So that's how the average goes, right? And then we also have major global university timelines. So usually in most of the countries there is an average direction of how universities they work. So if you approach people from other Isaacs in other parts of the world, you see there is a tendency. And right now I'm going to present you this tendency because we cannot do exchange with ourselves, right? We need to do exchange with other countries. So that's why it's important for us to also understand other countries' timeline and their university timeline. So let's go for the global university timeline. First, universities start in the beginning of the semester, in the beginning of the year. So usually around February, March, and then people have classes until June when the exams start, and then exams can go June, around July also. So that after this, basically July and August, they have the vacation period. And then the vacation period goes until August, when university comes back, until up to November, December, when people have exams, and then we have a vacation from December up to February. So you can see majorly big differences between both of timelines and how they shape our operations, right? And then let's go for the German University timeline. By having this timeline, how do we run operations in our daily basis? So basically, here we can have our operational timeline, which is the direction of focus that we have. So we can start here when people are coming back, right? We come back in October, so that's when we get the members, we have NATCO, and then we start pushing sales because universities are also back. So we tend to sell October, November up to December until companies they get break and they go for vacation. So we stop selling, and that's the period from January until February that we match. We tend to match in February because that's when people have exams. So we say, okay, we have exams, less time for selling, so just let's focus on matching during our exams in February. And if we match in January, February, people tend to realize after, we have like a delivery time of visa, but then people tend to realize March and April. And then March and April means that we have vacation period, so that would be easier for us to realize since we only have not a lot of people in the city, but it's easier because we have more time. And then we have again selling from April, May and June, which is again when university comes back. And then when we have exams in July, we focus on matching, and then August, September and October we have vacation, so we do realization. So that's the way it works today, right? We look to our university, we look to our needs, and we shape these operations based on our university availability. But now, let's think that we majorly work with students or with people that they are just finishing their students and they are recent graduates, right? So they also have a university and they also have some needs. Now let's take a look about in this university timeline. So imagine that you are an EP and you have this timeline. This timeline means that you have your vacation around June, and December. So imagine, if you were an EP, when would you like to start your exchange? Let's say, yeah, most probably after I go on my exams, right? So in the beginning of my vacations, that's usually the thought that people have. So this means that my goal is to go on an internship around June, July, or December, January, because then I have vacation period and I can stay one semester and still come back to my university classes. Now let's think, if I'm an EP and I want to realize after I finish my exams, how does this timeline would look like? And then we have here. Okay. So if I was an EP, my goal would be realized between July and August, or December and January, because this is when I finish my exams. This means that I calculate that I need at least half of a month to get my visa. And then my visa goes here 1 month before. And if I want to realize and have my visa being done in June, when should I start to do my matching process? Mostly May, right? Sometimes I start a little bit before, in April, but maximum in June, I already want to have my internship. So basically, May I want to have my opportunity. And if I want to travel in the second semester and I want to realize around December or January, I hope to get an opportunity having my visa time here around October. Now imagine, if I want to get my matching between May and October, I need to start looking for opportunities around 1 or 2 months before. This means that I should start looking for opportunities and applications and so on, March and April, August and September. So these are the months where globally ICX puts more opportunities in the system, because we have more people that will start looking for opportunities in order to realize after their exams. Now if we put these two things together, here, and I will take this off for a minute here. What we can realize is that we are not totally aligned with the needs of our clients, because we focus too much in how can we manage our universities. But the best EPs, people that really want to go on exchange, the best moment for them to realize, for example, a matching process, let's say, which is May we are after NATCO, May we are starting selling again. And this makes us not very aligned with the timeline and the availability of other EPs. But Lari, we do match. I had matches a lot, and I did it before. Yes, it doesn't mean that there are not people in the system, but it means that usually we tend to work with people that didn't got their opportunities before when they wanted. So most of the time, when we are starting to sell here, most of the global EPs, they are already starting to match. And whenever we want to match, January or February, people want to start their internship because it's the beginning of the semester for them. And this is just a very important learning that I'd like to share with you guys in order for us to define always our next steps and what process we want to push in certain moments of time in order to better support our customers. Because it can be super easy for us. For example, when I was VP, a lot of people, they wanted to realize during vacation period. And I had no one in my city during vacation period. Still, did I tell them, no, don't come for exchange because there is like, people want to travel and so on? Of course not, because we want to be a customer-centered organization. We want to support our customers and we need to adapt to their needs. So we did a lot of different techniques in order to still provide their internship the best way possible, because that's when they needed to go on exchange. So this is just a very quick video in order for you guys to realize these two things, and from now on, whenever we talk about operational timeline, that you know that we are talking about the flow that our people go and what focus process we need to drive in each minute and during each month of our timeline as well. That's it. Thank you for watching and keep posted for our next actions towards operational timeline. Thank you.